The idea of spanking children as a form of punishment has been the subject of debate for many years. While there are still a lot of people in the "I was spanked as a kid and I'm fine" camp, research shows that corporal punishment does not work ideally for children. Not only has spanking been shown to alter a child's brain development, new research shows that it may even make their behavior worse over time. Whether we like it or not, spanking is a form of corporal punishment. Around the world, forms of physical punishment like spanking are viewed as violence that is harmful to children, physically, mentally and emotionally. A group of researchers recently published an article on this subject in the Lancet. They looked at 69 studies from Turkey, Switzerland, Greece, Japan, Colombia, Canada, UK, China, and the US, all of which found negative effects of spanking. The most universal of these findings is that spanking generally worsens children's behavior, rather than improving it. The behavioral problems observed by the researchers are as follows: aggressiveness, disruptive behavior, antisocial behavior. Even though some people wish, the dominant trend is that spanking does not lead to positive long-term results. The 7 main subjects of their study. In their study, the researchers highlighted their 7 main findings. Spanking consistently predicts an increase in the child's behavior problems over time. It is not associated with positive results over time. Physical punishment increases the risk of intervention by child protection services. The only evidence of the use of physical punishment by children relates to outward behavior. Physical punishment predicts worsening behavior over time in quasi-experimental studies. The associations between physical punishment and harmful consequences for the child are strong, regardless of the characteristics of the child and the parents. There is evidence for an action-reaction relationship. Any form of physical violence in the home is harmful. When you punish your children, you should always think about what you are trying to teach. This includes what the punishment teaches. Spanking teaches children that physical violence is the reaction to take when angry or upset by someone. What's more, violence, in this case spanking, undermines a child's sense of self-worth and invades their bodily autonomy. Fortunately, the frequency of spanking is on the decline worldwide as more parents learn that it is not an effective way to punish their children. A 2020 study found that in 1993, around 50% of parents spanked their children. In 2017, this percentage fell to 35%. Spanking children is still too common. Yet spanking is practiced by many people around the world. If not all people who are spanked become traumatized adults, it cannot be denied that there are negative consequences. One study found that children who are spanked have a more fearful reaction to angry facial expressions than others. These children have an increased perception of threats and are more likely to believe in the presence of a threat that does not actually exist. In fact, another study has shown that spanking can even cause the same effects on the brain as more severe forms of violence. Of course, how you choose to discipline your children is up to you. That said, the science overwhelmingly shows that spanking is not only ineffective, it can also be very damaging. Instead, opt for more productive and less harmful methods.